Okay, now that the Colorado State House is still in Democrats' hands, and the Senate is now in Republican hands, and we have a governor that is a Democrat, what is going to stop this governor from vetoing any bill that comes across his desk?
Well, that's the challenge with any system of representative government. The voters did choose to send our incumbent back. Now, that's not all that different. I mean, in my entire lifetime, we've only had one Republican governor, but yet we've still been able to advance meaningful legislation. Senator, do you
I
want
will
to
tell you
address
that one of the worst pieces of legislation last year it concerned a water bill, and I lobbied the governor heavily to veto that bill. So sometimes a veto is not a bad thing. So, you know, this governor is very, he only vetoes 3 bills since he's been in office, I believe. So the veto power is rarely used, but on certain bills that have passed, they need to be vetoed.
But that was also on a federal level, that was with the help of Scott Tipton.
No.
Because he brought up that
Well,
bill.
I'm just saying, you know, it's not really an issue to governor veto a bill. If good bills come and it benefits the people of the state of Colorado, you know, I doubt very seriously, politically anybody would veto that.
Thank you, Senator. I appreciate that, Bill. So what we'd like to be able to do in the time that we have remaining, I want to give the opportunity to you to decide who you want to represent the Republicans here in Costilla County as part of our organizational structure. Every one of our 64 counties has a local party organization with local leadership, locally elected. And that's what we hope to be able to accomplish today with the 23 voting members that we have here. But before I do that, I would like to give just a moment of time to 2 other folks that are here with us before we proceed with voting elections to give some thought. We are looking to elect a chairman, a vice chairman, and then someone to serve as a secretary and treasurer for the county party. We're also looking for folks that might be willing to maybe not take on those big jobs, but also to serve as a local organizer in their local precinct. There are 8 precincts in the county, and on your voting cards you have representatives as to which precincts that you're going to be a part of that. We'll proceed by electing county party officers and then identify folks that might be willing to volunteer to serve as precinct leaders within that county structure. Before I do that, I do want to recognize 2 more folks that are here for just a quick word or 2 that have made the trip down here that would like to say just a couple of words. The first is Charlie Ayler. Charlie is one of 2 candidates that so far have declared to run and challenge Michael Bennett. One is Darrell Glenn, a county commissioner in El Paso County, and one is Charlie from Douglas County.
Where'd you say your name?
I thought you were from Douglas County.
No, I'm from Fountain.
Oh, my mistake.
Also El Paso.
Got it.
Hi, everybody. I'm Charlie Ayler. I'm a retired Air Force computer programmer, and as far as I can tell, our federal government has pretty much decided it can pretty much do whatever it pleases. And if you elect me to go as your U.S. Senator, what I intend to do is try to force the federal government back into the box that we call a Constitution. It's absolutely imperative. If you don't feel threatened by the federal government today, it's probably because they haven't noticed you yet. And if I manage to do that, I think the deficit will take care of itself. That's the other problem that we have, and that one threatens our sovereignty as a nation. That should be enough for now. If you want to talk to me, we can do that on the side.
Thanks, Charlie. I appreciate it. Joining us also here today is the clerk and recorder for the county party. I've asked her to be here because she plays an administrative role, obviously, in the conduct of elections in the state. She is also the officer to which we have to certify the outcome of today's organizational meeting. So I did want to invite our county clerk and recorder to just say a few words. Clerk Garcia.
Good afternoon, and it's very nice to see everyone here today. And we are more than happy to help you with whatever you need. That's what we're there for. And just call us, and we'll be there. And I'd like to introduce my deputy clerk and recorder. She works more with elections.
My name's Nejani Mithik. I would just like to thank you all for being here today, and we would like to stress the importance of being involved with our local
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Well, friends, this is democracy in action. And those of you who are registered Republican voters that have responded to our call, we're going to go ahead and move forward with the organizational meeting of our county party if there's no objections. If someone does need to take off, please take off.
No, I'm just trying to stay away, kind of get away from it, so you have to be.
Oh, got it, sure. So those of you who have pink voting cards, let me make sure I know who's there that are actual voting members. We will be recognizing you for the formal business.
Point of information, at the county executive meeting, did you not indicate that you would be voting for a chair so as not to come down with the heavy hammer of the state for this meeting?
I don't think anyone would say that they'd come down with a heavy hand on any of this so far.
Well, that was the discussion from the state meeting. Are we not going to have a vote for chair?
The chair will proceed with the formal organization meeting in just a moment. Thanks very much. Let me call the meeting formally to order. This meeting is called pursuant to Colorado Revised Statutes 1-3-103, 1-3105, and 1-3106, which provides explicitly the authority of the state Republican Party to make rules and governing of the party organization structure. In connection with the specific rules in our bylaws, which I will read, state party bylaws provide for, in the event of a vacancy of any duration with respect to the county party officers, this is what we are to proceed with. In Section D of the applicable article, it provides that if a vacancy exists in a county or district officer position for more than 30 days and no meeting is pending pursuant to a call and notice to the appropriate committee to fill such vacancy, the CRC, or the State Republican Party chairman, may issue such a call or notice, and if the appropriate committee does not provide a chairman hereof, he may personally or by nominee preside at the meeting so noticed. Those officers elected at such meetings shall serve until the next regular organizational meeting. In the event a vacancy is not filled, then the State Republican Party chairman may fill the vacancy by appointment.
But it does not
the chair does not recognize.
I
understand.
It does not address the reestablishment of a county party.
It actually does, Carol.
No, it doesn't.
So in the case of the Costilla County Republican Party, all of the officer positions have been vacated by resignation and the failure to fill them. That is the challenge that we've got. So there are no precinct committee persons, there are no county party officers, there was no one in the county party organization to convene the meeting. State law and our state party bylaws make it very explicit that this authority then devolves up to the state party, as you might expect, to be able to convene and preside. But friends, this is your meeting. And so the chair will now obtain a motion to elect a chairman pro tem to preside over the conduct of this meeting so that we can facilitate the proper elections. I would be happy to serve in that capacity, but if you would like to choose a different chairman pro tem with which to preside, the chair is happy to entertain a motion to elect a different chairman pro tem. Does the chair recognizes Ms. Narrow? Would you like to propose that you be elected as chair pro tem?
I want to be elected as chairman.
Okay.
I thought that was what we were here for.
That is exactly what we're here for, Ms. Narrow.
Okay.
We are going to be electing a chairman by secret ballot vote by those who wish to nominate or be willing to serve in that position. What now we would like to do is to entertain a motion to elect a chair pro tem to preside and help conduct the meeting in a way in accordance with our rules and Robert's Rules of Order so that we can make sure that we facilitate the conduct of the election properly. Do you wish to run to serve as chair pro tem and preside over this meeting? Okay. The chair has entertained a motion. Ms. Narrow wishes to serve as chair pro tem. Okay, we have a motion and a second to elect Carol Narrow to serve as chair pro tem to conduct this meeting. Is there another individual that wishes to nominate me to serve as the chairman pro tem to conduct this meeting? Again, not to serve as the chairman of the county, but just to simply conduct the meeting. Yes?
Yeah, I want to nominate you
to serve as this. Is there a second for such a nomination?
I didn't hear it.
The gentleman has nominated me to serve as chair pro tem to preside and conduct the meeting. We have a second and a third. Got it. Because we have two candidates nominated, those with voting cards, I would ask that you raise them appropriately. Those who wish to have Carol serve as chair pro tem to preside over the conduct of this meeting, please raise your voting card. Do you wish?
Which
The
color?
voting card is the pink one with the number on it.
Right, with the numbers.
That's fine. So those that wish to have Carol serve as chair pro tem.
Excuse me.
Exactly. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that correct? Okay. Those who wish to have me in my capacity as a state party's chairman preside over the conduct of this meeting, please raise your cards. I count 13. The chair is not in doubt, and I appreciate the confidence of the committee with respect to being able to conduct our meeting appropriately. You may have a seat, Carol, if you'd like. The first and most important item of business we'll begin with then is the nomination of a candidate to serve as the chairman of our county Republican Party. This is an important administrative and operational position, and it will require a willingness to be able to work with all of the Republicans, not only in the county, but also in a collaborative working relationship with fellow county chairs throughout the region and throughout our state. Is there anyone that wishes to, and you may nominate yourself if you would like, and if there is no objection, I would like, after all the nominations are received, we'll give the two candidates an opportunity to say a few words in support of their candidacy. Is there anyone that wishes to serve as, and wishes to have their name placed in nomination for the office of County Party Chairman? The chair recognizes Carol Narrow. Okay.
I'd like to make a nomination.
Okay. The chairman, Carol Narrow is the nominated. I'd also like to recognize.
I would like to nominate Ben. We need some young new blood, Ben. I wish you would consider. I would do anything I can to help you. Would you accept the nomination?
Sure.
I
Okay.
nominate Ben Christensen.
Okay, we have a nomination and a second for Ben Christensen to serve as the chairman of the county party. Are there any further nominations? Any further nominations? Seeing none, the chair will entertain a motion to close nominations and give the candidates an opportunity to speak briefly in support of their candidacy before we proceed with a vote by secret ballot.
Can we ask questions?
They'll have the opportunity to ask questions.